Hello, this is another Transformer review, and in this one we're looking at a third party one. This one is Mech Toys Hot Soldier Centurion. Now what they've done in the past is done Legends scale Transformers. This is indeed their first deluxe size Transformer. Just see if I can find one just for comparison. Because people, I'm sure some people will think it's a Legends, but if I just move it off here, Mindset Hunt for the Decepticons, I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's right. So you can see deluxe size. I know is a bit short, but they are both deluxes. So here is Centurion, and he's based off Hearts of Steel Bumblebee, which was in the IDW comics, which little knowledge that I know, he becomes more of a sort of Judge Dredd figure, because the character of Bumblebee here is not actually Bumblebee. In the comics he just thinks he's Bumblebee, and it's then revealed that he's not Bumblebee, so make of that as you will. So let's get in on the detailing. Focused here. Why won't you focus? Oh, there you go. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it that well, but the face, it's a really nice face. It's definitely Bumblebee. Oop, put that down. There we go. Got a smile in his face. Really nice metallic blue for the eyes. Nuts and bolts for the top. Shame they haven't painted them in, but it is what it is. Nice gold for the chest. I hope it's painted on gold, not gold plastic. These bits, if you get your nail in, they can detach. I know they're not supposed to, but it's a thing. Yeah, Mech's fans toy. Sorry, not Mech. Mech Toys has a thing where their plastic quality is a bit meh. I mean, this is sturdy enough, but just watch out for nub marks and whatnot. I mean, as third-party Transformers go, this is on the cheaper end of the scale, but I mean, just look at it. It looks awesome. Silver on the lower chest region, lower waist region, should I say, or upper waist region, whatever you prefer. Detail on the lower region. Nice detail on the legs. Even the insides are painted. Nice bronzy colour and a lot of detail on the inside. You don't see this in alt mode, but it's just nice they've done it. Really nice detail there. Going across to these massive shoulder pads. A lot of third-party Bumblebees are like doing massive shoulder pads. Mars Toys did it with their Cybertronian Bumblebee, and now these have done it. Really nice yellow, really nice. Bit faded. This colour's a bit darker than this. The paint's a bit different. I think they painted over the bolt gun metal colour. I call it bolt gun metal. I know it's gun metal, but it's just the Warhammer person in me coming to the back. Bit of hollowness, tiny bit I suppose, bit hollow in there I suppose, but I mean, you won't really notice it unless you nitpick into buggery. Nice bit of detail on there, just because, no reason, just because. So why does Bumblebee look like this? And what is Hearts of Steel? Hearts of Steel was basically where Transformers landed on Earth in prehistoric times, I think. The alt modes were like dinosaurs and the like. It became too cold. They hibernated, and then when they awoke, it was the American Industrial Revolution. So that's why Bumblebee looks like this. Can you tell what it turned into yet? Bumblebee's kind of the main character in this. There's not really that many Autobots. I think there's Einhide, Prowl, obviously Bumblebee, I think there's another one. I think there's 4 altogether. I'm not sure. You've got Starscream, you've got Shockwave, you've got Astro Train, kind of. You've got Scourge. You've got the Insecticons, all 3 of them. I think you've got, yeah, Rumble, Frenzy, Ravage. And I think that's it. I could be wrong, but I think that's it. Yeah. So articulation wise, yeah, thing is about this is nothing really tabs in apart from the head joint here. But it's sturdy enough and joints are tight enough that it doesn't really matter too much. The only problem you might have is when moving the waist, because it's on a mushroom peg here, it might detach, but once you've used it a few times it will stay on, and this bit might pop off. Just pop it back on there. It's just a flap for transformation. So articulation wise, his head can rotate all around. It does have a bit of up and down motion to it, but not much, but it's enough. It's enough. Shoulder pads can go up and down, mainly due to transformation. The arms can go all out like that due to transformation. This is going to be a running theme here. This thing's going to pop off all the time. Anyway, elbows are on, shoulders are on ball joints, so can go all the way around. Bicep swivel, elbow, it's about 90 degree, I'd say. Hand can go up and down due to transformation. There's a waist rotation, even though it plays no part to transformation, so it's nice that it's got it. I'll leave this off for now. Waist can go up and down due to transformation. Legs can go out that far, forward and back, can do 4 splits. Legs can go really far forward at the knees and really far back at the knees. You have full knee articulation. Feet can go up that far, down that far, but if you move these side sections you get more, mainly due to transformation. These lights can go up and down. These back heels are on ball joints. Are they on ball joints? Oh no, no, it's just on mushrooms, so they just rotate around. Could have sworn they were on ball joints. But these front of the feet are on ball joints, so you can get a nice power stance if you want. That's not a nice power stance, but you get my point. So accessory wise, Mech Toys are usually really good with the accessories. Yeah, on their Legends scale figures they get a ton of stuff, which, considering how cheap they are to buy, really does put Hasbro stuff to shame. But Centurion here only has one thing, but it works. It is a hammer. Now, ideally, yeah, I know in his mitt it does look like a croquet mallet, and it is hollow for whatever reason. I suppose to get the moulding right, but coming to the paint, it's a nice bronze, looks really nice, and then more of the bottom metal, and it goes into his hand like so. He can do wield it, but posing is going to be a bit silly. It works, but it kind of doesn't. It doesn't at the same time. Storing the hammer in robot mode, I have not found anywhere to store it. The only place I can think of is like that. It's the thing you can do because they fit. Why not, I suppose? Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a cold. So, transformation. One thing about this is the instructions can help. They're more helpful than most instructions to any Transformers I've seen, as far as I can tell. Also, another thing is you might get frustrated the first time you transform it. Persevere and be patient with it, but transformation is not much. So what you want to do first is take this flap and fold it up. Rotate these sections upwards. I'll just raise the camera a bit. There we go. Raise these sections up and fold these bits up until they don't go anymore. These were pinned, strangely enough. I don't know why that weren't. Oh well. What would it come to next? Fold in the hands, like so. Then what you want to do is fold, well, pull out the arms to the side just so you've got a bit of clearance, and then fold these sections down. Like I said, nothing tabs in, but it's really solid, so just pull on here and it'll pull down like so. Zoom in a little bit, I think. There we go. So once just a bit, so you've got a bit of clearance. Then what you want to do is just raise the shoulder pads up a bit and then pull these sections of the arms out like so. Then rotate the arms so they're facing upwards like so, just so you've got some clearance on what you're doing. Then at the torso, pull it down and be careful. It's best to grab it like that, because like I said, on that mushroom peg it might pop off. It's easy to pop back on, it's really easy, and it's not loose at all, which is weird, but just push it down and just move the legs out of the way so you've got a little bit of something to work. Just fold it down, and it might feel like it doesn't go any further. You need it so it's like that, so just make sure you get it like that. Then what you want to do is fold the legs down and the knees, fold them forwards like so. Then what you want to do is pull these bits out like so. Just fold them out like that so you've got a bit of clearance. Then what you want to do is, what do you want to do next? Push the legs together. There's some tabs on here which slot into these sections on the legs, and there's a post there which goes into the leg there. So just push it together. It will go in, a pretty solid connection. And then what you want to do is just fold it down a bit and then fold them out. So again, you've got some clearance. It's all about clearances with this thing. Then what you want to do is just fold them back like that. Then you come to this section, and what you want to do is make sure the shoulders are just straight on, so like that. And then it will, if you've got the arms out of the way, these sections will go in between this gap, in this gap here. So just fold it around. It's a bit fiddly because of plastic tolerances. These sections will again go in between this gap. You just got to fiddle around with it a bit. So yeah, this top section of the train will go in this little crest here. I'll just try and show you on this side. Again, plastic tolerances and whatnot, just be a little bit careful. There we go. So push it in like that, make sure it, why is it not going? There we go. See, you've got to get the arms something like, why won't you work with me? Yeah, there we go. And then it just goes into that little crevice underneath the top, and then it just pushes together like so. Then what you want to do is, there's two tabs on there, which will go into these here. So they won't go in perfect, but they'll go in enough that it won't be much of a problem. Kind of like so. So as you can see on one side, it isn't flushing, but it's in far enough. Again, it'll work for what it is. Then what you want to do is rotate the arms so they're just basically like that. Then fold these sections. I'll just zoom in the camera so you can see these sections here. These just want to go up. I think you do that first. No, you don't do that first. I apologise. Then what you want to do is fold these sections. No, you don't. You want to do is fold these wheel pieces so they're down on both sides, like so. Rotate these. So you don't have to, but if you want to store the hammer, it makes sense. So they're like that, and then fold this section down like so. These here will move about without you wanting them to, so you're gonna have to fiddle about with them and get them where you want them to. Got it right? Yep, yep. And they can sort of clip into these sections. Just need to fiddle about with it so it works. There we go, like so. Then what you want to then you want to do that, fold these sections out, and it might be best to get the hammer to just push them out a bit. And you want to get them so they're like that. Don't put too much pressure on them or they'll pop out and you'll have to go back some transformation steps, and it's just a frustrating mess. So once you've got them like that, fold these sections in and make sure you've got the arms like that. And you just need to put a bit of force on, so you need to just clip them in like that. If it doesn't feel like it goes in, put a bit of force on and it will clip in. Then what you want to do is with the head, push it in like so, and it will clip in, because at top there's a little tab that goes into a nook right there, like so. Then fold the arms down. Even it might not feel like they go, just again give it a little bit of force, they will go, or the arm will break off. Like I said, plastic tolerances, be careful, but give it a bit of oomph on it. Alright. Let's see. So the arms go like that. So, and then grab the hammer, and there's a gap in there. The hammer just slides in there like that, and there you have Centurion in his train mode. It's really nice train mode, really nice. Paint, you get some new details and whatnot. A lot of riveting all around, really nice riveting sections, very riveting. Fine. The wheels do roll. This one on this side's a little bit stiff, and on this side it's a bit stiff. The front two a little bit stiff, but it does go pretty well on paper. So yeah, that's Centurion. You're looking at 20 to 30 quid for him, which I'd say is a pretty good price. So yeah, this has been the Transformers review for Centurion. Goodbye for now.